Good day, all. This is Brandon Kravitz, live from the comfort of my own couch, broadcasting to you the day after WrestleMania. And I have to tell you, as many of you know, I'm a huge wrestling fan, as some would say a mark for the WWE. This was the 6th WrestleMania I attended. Now, was it at the top of the list? I'm going to go ahead and say no, as I'm still watching it back, still trying to sort of get over the fatigue of the night. If I can complain about one thing real quick, and we've got positives and negatives from the show, it was way too long. You can't ask people to come into the building at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and then not end the show until midnight. I did not get to my car until after midnight. Didn't get home until about 1:30. You just can't do that. A wrestling show should not be that long. And I'm a huge wrestling fan. I love it, but it's too much. They're trying to fit too much in to what is a great show. And they did a terrific job, but it almost felt like there's this odd dichotomy of it going too long, but at the same time, a lot of the angles, the storylines, the matches felt rushed to me. So there's something that they've got to tweak there and figure out. The video packages, the promos that they had, they were way too long. You know, give these guys some mic time. Allow them to tell their story by doing a backstage interview. There was none of that. Now, of course, to the positive, we had the Hardy Boys come out for the Raw Tag Team Championship match, and that was incredible. The crowd was electric, and it's one of those moments where, you know, the entrances are always cool for everybody, especially The Undertaker, Triple H. They were outstanding, but to be there when one of those surprise entrances comes out, there is just nothing like it, and that's why, if you're a fan, you've got to find your way into a WrestleMania arena. So we're, of course, happy that it was back here in Orlando for the second time in 10 years, really 9 years. It's incredible that we were able to get that event. Now, I know a lot of you are complaining about the light situation. We were up there. I was up in the 200s, and I can tell you there was no light shining in my eyes. It was a clear view of the ring, even though it was far away. But you had the screen to the right and the stage to the left, so it was a good view. Hard to appreciate the nuances of a wrestling match, but still a good view, and no light issues for me. But I checked on Twitter, and a lot of you guys wanting your money back, not happy, the light shining in your face, and I can certainly understand how that would be a nuisance. So if this is a bigger problem than I'm letting on, go ahead and tag me and let me know about it. I'd love to talk more about it at Brandon Kravitz on Twitter. Now, of course, the big story of the night, The Undertaker is retiring. Now, look, I don't want to be a skeptic, but I'm not sure I'm totally buying this, even though good old JR Jim Ross, who's been coming on our show with myself and the Shot Doctor for the last several weeks, even though he came out, made his surprise return to the WrestleMania booth, he's tweeted out after the show that it was an honor and a privilege to call The Undertaker's last match. So I guess this would lead you to believe, hey, this really is his last match. If Jim Ross is saying it, plus, you know, The Undertaker folded up his coat, put his hat on top of it, left his gloves in the ring as if to say, I am done. A very Tim Duncan-like exit from the professional wrestling world. And that would lead you to believe that next year in New Orleans, which is where the streak ended against Brock Lesnar 3 years ago, it would lead you to believe that that will be when they induct The Undertaker into the WWE Hall of Fame. A big ceremony will commence and all of that. But do not be surprised if there's a match that goes along with it, and that is his last match. So while this certainly could be, and I'd love to say, hey, I was there and a lot of you guys were there for The Undertaker's last match, do not be shocked if that guy has one more match. So again, as I am going on and on about WrestleMania 33 live from Camping World Stadium, I thought the night itself, I'm going to give it an A-. Now, the matches themselves were pretty good. AJ Styles, Shane McMahon, to me, highlighted the night, as well as that Raw Tag Team Championship ladder match was outstanding. I thought some of the matches felt rushed. I didn't like that there weren't any big swerves, heel turns, things like that. Outside of the Hardys, no real surprises at all, not even with a finish. We all knew Brock Lesnar was going to win. We all knew that Seth Rollins would beat Triple H and all of that. So I wanted a bit more of a surprise. But again, I'm going to give it an A-, which is still a great grade, because that stage was the greatest. The stage and the ramp were the highlight of the show. That was the best stage and ramp situation that the WWE has ever come up with. And they continue to outdo themselves from a production standpoint. So the show itself, A-. Hopefully many more shows to come here in Orlando. We certainly love our wrestling. I will be skipping out on Raw tonight because, again, I sat through that show for 6 hours and I just need a break. So I'm going to watch Raw from the comfort of my own home, from this couch right here. And then I will be going to SmackDown on Tuesday night. Hope to see some of you there. And, of course, hope that you're listening 3 to 5:30 p.m. every weekday to myself and the Shot Doctor on the Sports RX. A whole lot more WrestleMania talk to come, as well as everything else going on in the world of sports, like, I don't know, Major League Baseball opening day. Go O's. And, of course, enjoy Final Four championship NCAA action tonight. See ya.